Hello again. Today we're going to have a head-to-head with some wall plugs from Rawplug, which that is the name of the firm, Fischer, Dewalt, which are, I'll show you here, the Dewalt plugs here. We're not using these Fischer ones here, or these Fischer ones. We've got a shop with these really cheap branded ones here. See how they go. We've got another cheap branded one here, which look like Fischer, but they're not. And we'll see how the time goes. Oh, and we've got to try these ones, plustec, right? These blue ones here. That if we have time. If it's going to start running on too long, then I'll cancel it and we'll try them some other time. But that's the ones we're using tonight. Then the screws are just a Wix home branded screw. I think it's twin threaded. What is it again? It's twin thread screws, bright zinc plated. They are 5x50. There's nothing special about them. They're just a straightforward screw. They haven't got cutting heads in them or anything. So, as I said, nothing special about them. But they do the job. And this is our chain, which is a centre pull for this jig here. This is the jig. I actually borrowed the idea off a bloke on the internet on one of my other videos. I've left a link to him so you can actually see him doing his, and he does his test a bit different to mine. He uses a side pull, I use a centre pull coming up. I will give you a quick demonstration on how that works, but once we get things going you won't see he's setting it up, you'll only see he's doing it once. Okay then, so I'll now show you how it all sets up. Try to find the right button. Okay then, first of all we'll put the plug in. Plug is now in. So we bring the, oh no we don't, cracking up again. We now get this, right. First of all we put our little brace, because if we don't put that in, what happens is it starts pulling this apart here, it goes this way, you see. So we put this on here and that stops it from happening. Then we get our drill. Oh Jesus Christ! Right, and we screw it in place. Yeah, it's in place. Try and get the chain in its proper place. Just a bit more tighter, I think, on that. Yeah. Right. Place this in place. Put there. Right. Locking this off. I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way. It's not easy. Trust me. I'm not. Right. Chain goes this way up, doesn't it? Right. Through there like so. Get my hand in the way as usual. Right, set there like that. We take this one, same again. Or else you'd cut that link off, we don't need it, we never use it. What I try to do is so my hand doesn't get in the way. Right. There we go. Then we'll lift this up here, like so. Take up the slack. Like so. And basically speaking, we're almost good to go. So let's run in the back a bit there. Yeah, it's evened it up. We'll bring the camera in a bit better. You can see, we'll switch this on. And we shall start turning. Right, let's see. That's 30, that's 40. Right. That plug now is now taking 58 kilograms, and this time round it's using a decent screw, unlike the last time, which I had a rubbish screw, but it wasn't really designed for it. Actually, it wasn't a rubbish screw, it was a good screw. Can we see this okay? I hope so. I might have to play this back actually, make sure you can see it okay. Alright, we'll take that up a bit. Alright. A little bit tighter. Still dropping pretty quick. I'm wondering if I've pulled it out. I'll try a bit more. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah. Well, we can safely say maybe 50, 60, 70. That was pretty safe. It's pulled now, you see. You know, it's just pulled straight out now. It's just coming right up. So you see what I mean? Okay then. So I'll get set up, ready for the next one, which will be the Fischer screw. Oh, Fischer, not screw. Rawplug, wall plug. Yeah, Fischer anchor. Okay then, up next, Fischer screws. Fischer wall plugs. Something in the screws. Right. Doesn't it bring this forward a little bit if I can? No, it's not going to come forward, right? Fine. What one now? Well, straight away, right up to 100. See where it settles. Yeah, wait till it settles a bit, slows down. Yeah, it's pretty good. We'll get another twist. Slowly does it. Ooh, 39. Let's let it settle for a bit. Pretty good, that's that one, not too bad. Okay, fine. We'll try a bit tighter then. See if we can get it up to, oh, there is it. I think it's gone. Right. Oh, maybe not. Let's have a look in there, see if it's actually gone. Can't really see. I can see a bit of red though. I didn't see that before. Well, that's 153 kilos so far. 152, it's still dropping. See, really and truly, anything that goes over, say 50, 60 or say 70 kilos has to be pretty not too bad actually. I mean, the first one wasn't too bad. It definitely has settled at 50 kilos. Probably would have settled for 70 kilos on it. And I said the screw I'm using isn't a brilliant screw either, so it's not really over expanding them either. Right, I'll try that a bit tighter, we'll see. I think we are pulling a bit though. Ooh, 60. Oh, can we go up to 200? Let that go, see where we're set. Thing is, they're not dropping dramatically very quickly. Can't really see if that wall plug's pulling out or not. Have a quick look. No, I would say it's still in there. It's pretty good. Ooh. We're slowing a bit. We'll just pull it again, see where we take it to. Nah, I think that's pulling. No, dang, I think I'm wrong. Yeah, we're over 200 now. And that's still in there. That's pretty damn good, that. You just see me dropping quick. Yeah, it's dropping quick. I think it's pulled. Yeah, it's pulled. Yep, we're gone. That's that one gone. So I would say that one went at about 170, something like that. pretty good. I should write these down on a bit of paper. I'll just write them down on a bit of paper. Right, where's my thing for switching off? There it is. Okay then, up this time we have the Dewalt plug. Alright, just show you what the Dewalt plug actually looks like first of all so you can see it. Dewalt plugs look like that. Right, that's a Dewalt plug. You get roughly, nice and steady, does it? 6, 7, 80, 95. Leave it there for a bit, see how it settles. You get about 100 in a box, and I think they're about either £3.50 or £4. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but they say they're decent quality plugs. To be honest with you, I've never had a way of testing them before. I've just always shoved them in, went away and left them. So I guess we'll find out tonight then how good they are. Oh, that's brilliant, that's settled quickly. Let's get it pushing up a bit then. Oh, we can hear a bit of creaking here. Right there. Just see how it settles. It's annoying when that light, I've tried to think, is there a way I can keep the light on, but it doesn't seem to work, I must admit. It's slowed down quite a bit. I should push it a bit more. There's a slack out of this, definitely. Yeah, well, the slack's out, right? So, I think we should push a bit harder. What do you think, eh? Yeah, we'll go for it. Come on. Yeah, we'll go for it. Come on. Ooh. Getting risky now. This is usually where they see me go. So I definitely say this thing's definitely 150 at the moment, easy. Nah, okay then. Fine, we'll try a bit more then. Let's go for it. We're going to go for this one. Well, there's 200. Get some resistance here. That's getting tight. That is tight. Still climbing. Ooh. This seems to want to sit there, it doesn't seem to go any tighter. It has lifted maybe a touch. Because I hammered that in flat. Yeah, it does seem to be settling. So I don't know whether to just switch off for a few seconds and come back to it. Got a few minutes. Go away and do something else and see what it drops at. Yeah, spot it, we'll go for it. Let's go for it, let's see if we can get it up. Hi, so far today. Oh boy. Right, I tell you what we'll do is, right, we've got to read in here what it is at now. I'm going to switch this off, disappear off for a bit and come back and see what it settles again on this one. Right, because this is definitely good. Right, now you can see how much that's dropped down to now. Now I was only away for about 5 minutes, but we can't keep sitting here doing nothing for 5 minutes, so fine, we'll just use the old action of the camera, disappearing for a while and coming back. Right, so let's pull it up again then. See where we end up at. Let's get up to 250, come on. They normally pull at 250. and it's usually around the actual block itself they usually actually go. Of course that's for a reason, because it's the actual block that gives way. But this one isn't half doing exceptionally well. I have to admit, 260. And as I say, we tried different blocks, and what we found was some of them just gave away a lot quicker than that. They did absolutely nothing, because the blocks had it. They'd been left outside. They'd gotten really wet, and of course you get a big freeze and they just crumble away. 60. Well, let's just push it a bit further, see how far up we can get it before it goes. What if it goes? Can I get it to 290? 290, come on. Yep, 290. It's dropping pretty quick. And yet that says a lot for that cheap screw, because the head hasn't went on it yet either. On some of our early tests, some of the heads popped on them too. But that's actually stabled. 270. Where's it going to end up at though? I mean, the tension in this jig. You're straining this. No movement at all. I mean, that is 270 kilos of weight pulling on that. With that one little plug. And a screw. Oh well. Well, might as well push it a bit harder. Let's go for it. It's got to go sometime. Yeah, 300. Ah, crashed him out. There he goes. Drop him now. So now we know, if you take them up to 300 what happens. It goes all funny. So where will it end? Well, I think to safely say that that is definitely 250 to 275. See if it slows down at 275, we'll call that one for 275. Where's my bit of paper? I'll put that in. Because we can't really go any further than that. We don't know where it's going to go, because it just isn't going to pull. Well, I don't know, we'll have one more go. If it drops down to 270, 275, we'll pull it up again. Come on, you got to drop. It's slowing down. Pardon me. Wow, quite amazing. Jeez, some pressure. Yeah, 275, it's down to now. The plug has actually lifted slightly. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I'll just move you in a bit. No, I'm just tilting it forward. I'm tilting it forward. There we go. Can you see that? Plug actually has lifted slightly. No, it's very hard to see. Okay then, we'll give it one more turn and we'll just call it after that. It hasn't pulled out. That's it, 290, we know what happens if we go over that. If I had more time, I would actually let it settle and wind it up again and see where it ends up. But what I don't understand is why the numbers keep falling all the time. They keep doing it. Try to figure out, is it the wood that's crushing, or is it things like the metal up here that keeps crushing a bit more? No. Oh well, it's 270, 260. It is dropping. Interesting to see where it stops at. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll just pause this and we'll see where it stops, and then after that we'll unwind it. Well, as you can see now, it's dropped down to 250. It's going to go up a little bit lower, but it really has slowed down. With the settlement and everything in it, I mean, I've gave it 275. I can't really give it any more than that because we don't know what it would actually take. Because to do this, to keep winding it, it takes a bit of time on it. And the chances are it will eventually go. But I mean, at 275 kilograms, that is some weight. And I still think it would probably go even further than that before it actually pulled out. That is one remarkable wall plug, is that, I have to admit. Right, on with the next one, which is the blue plustec one. Okay then, we're now on with blue plustec, and that's what they look like. There, them little blue things there. Right, on we go. Let's get it wound up. Let's bring it forward a little bit more. Just keeps tight on the back. There we go. Okay then, ready? Here we go. Where are we up to? Straight to 100. See where she settles up. Playing the waiting game as usual. Again, I don't know very much about these because we've just used them and just put them in. It's just been some we picked up from somewhere. I can't remember where we even picked them up from. And we tried them out and seemed alright, so we used them as well. Right, that's slowed down enough. Let's get some air wrenching into this. So we can get up to 150. 160. Let it settle for a bit. Well, that seems pretty well in there, I must admit. There's no wrenching out. Still recording, yeah. Yeah, see, this whole thing, I found it off this bloke on YouTube, and I thought, you know, I'll try what his name is, Gosford or something like. And he has his own channel, like. And I've done a link anyway in my other one, which is how crap are these red plugs, basically. And if you use the wrong screw for them, they're very crap at all, they just pull straight out. Right then, time to get this thing rolling again. Can we get up to the 200 mark? We're gonna risk it. We'll just leave it there just now, let it settle for a bit. See if we can get as good a result as we did with that Dewalt, which was staggering. Still dropping pretty quick though. Slow for a bit, Harry. Oh, slow down. Nope, it's not slow. But anyway, how this bloke does his, he only attaches one chain and he pulls it to the side, which is fair enough. It's like a downward pressure on them, and he gets a bit of a higher reading at times than what I actually get in the block. But as I said, that's because he's pulling for the side, which you would naturally expect is right, because you have downward pressure. But what I was looking at was, what is the overall pressure, and this is what we wanted. We wanted to know how much strain it actually takes to pull them out direct, and it took some setting up to get this system right. I must have been at it for 2 days just to get this right. And in the end I had to buy this shackle, and we had to redesign the chain, we had to crush bits of the chain. It bent itself actually, that bent, the bend in the chain, it actually did that itself. But the key was this bit down here, this little bit of metal. That was the bit that actually holds it all together. Anyway, come on, let's go for it. Get it wrenched up again. Let's get up to 200. It seems to be struggling a bit. I think it's pulling. Yeah, that's pulling. It's pulled. Yeah, it's pulled. Yeah, I think about 150 mark would be it. Yeah, and I'll tell you how bad it's pulled it as well. It's actually broken all the stuff around about it. It's completely and utterly failed, that one. Yeah, complete failure. So I think, all said and done, about 150 plustec. Oh! Right then, this is Rawplug, the actual manufacturer of the actual name Rawplug, where we sometimes actually call them Rawplugs. Well, this is actually the company themselves. Okay then, let's get this thing rolling up now, see where we end up. A bit of creaking going on there. Well, no problem. There's 120. Let's settle for a bit. Should really read the instructions and find out maybe there is a button to leave that light on. I don't know. Mine just keeps switching off. But I am expecting these ones to go up to about 225 to 250 before they give. That's what I'm expecting them to do. But that doesn't always go by the grain. Let's wind it a bit. This is going to be creaking a bit, I must admit. Right, so it's been in alright at the moment anyway. Move this little screwdriver out of the way. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so I just thought I'd do this just to see what it's like with some of the plugs that are out there. I mean, it just goes to show how much they can take. I mean, the average man weight, what's that? Is he 80 kilograms or something, or 70 kilograms? I mean, in some ways, some of these plugs have just went over double that. So you're saying hanging, well, you can safely say you can hang a man on one of them. That's staggering. Yeah, time to wind it. Let's go for it. Let's get it up to 200. Come on. This jig is creaking. Come on, up to 200. There's 205. Is it going to drop? Yep, it's dropping. Ooh, could this one match the Dewalt? I don't think so. It's still dropping a bit quick. I think what I'll do is we'll let it drop for a bit and then come back to it. I think it's got to be one of these. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll let it wind for a bit. Yeah, I'll let it drop for a bit, I think. Right then. We've settled there then, have we? Okay then. 185.2. No, I'll drop to 0.1 soon. We'll drop, there it goes. Right, time to set winding again. Here we go. Let's get it up. There we are. 250. That's usually where they give out at, these ones, and it isn't tonight. See? Again, difference in the blocks. Four blocks and I'm getting different readings, because normally by now that would have started to pull out. No, it hasn't. And it's dropping reasonably slow as well. You might think that's fast. It's reasonable. Slowing a bit now. Four blocks and I'm getting different readings. Unbelievable. Yeah, but I'm going to wind it. Take up to 275. See if I can. Can I get it to 275? 4, 5. Yep, it's there. It's dropping now. It's dropping quick. I think it's going to go soon. I'll be stunned if this goes to 300. digit, slow down. He's not going to slow, is he? I think he's getting ready to pull, see if it's lifted. Yeah, it's lifted a little bit in there. It's getting ready to go. Yeah. Right, and we're just going to push it in because it's getting ready to go. Push it back up to 275, 780. I'll take it to 290. 1, 2, wow. 295, and it is still holding on stand. Yeah, but where will it stop though? That's the only thing. Because normally they have actually went. So we're looking at the Dewalt as a good old wall plug, and now we're looking at these are very good wall plugs. Mind you, I knew they were good wall plugs. I mean, I think that bag was something like £5-6 for 300, I think it was, something like that. The Dewalts are about £3.50, I think, for 100 in a box. Come in a great big box, like, you think you're getting loads, no, you're only getting 100. Right. Slowed a bit. Okay then, push it back up again then, see what we get. That's it, went over. Over quite a bit, still saying HHH. I might have to drop that. There we go. That is unbelievable. I want to see where this drops. We're going to have to wait 5 minutes I think on this one. See where it drops to. Well, yeah, 296. And it's still dropping slightly. So I'm just going to get a quick wind now. Up again. That jig is definitely creaking. Oh, the daisy, doing it again. See if it drops itself. No, it's not dropping. There we go. Huh. Unbelievable, it took it. Unbelievable. No, well, I'll just leave it there for the time being then. Well, that has actually stunned me. I don't know if you can see it in the camera there, but that is now sitting at 292.1. You know, I think I might just leave this overnight to see what it actually comes out at and just leave it. And wait and see tomorrow and see what it actually comes out at. And I would like to do that with the Dewalt, but I can't do it with two plugs at the same time. I can only do it with one at a time. And again here, I've repeated this now God knows how many times, but you can't go off one block because I think there's, I don't even know what the average is for a block, what it's supposed to take in kilograms. If you use drill a 6mm hole, use a 6mm plug with a 5mm screw in diameter, I have no idea what it's supposed to be. And I said the bloke that actually showed me, he actually had the spec sheet there for it all, and I'm just absolutely gobsmacked because they normally pulled out at roughly 250. They had gone, that was it, that's, you hit there and that's it, they pulled. But not tonight, it just went even over that. It's now 2.8. Is it 288? Yeah, and it has actually slowed down. So I said I think I might just leave this for a long time and see what we actually get tomorrow morning, and we'll sort it out through there. But absolutely gobsmacking for these cheap screws for Wicks, which I bought 100 and they only cost me £3, well, £2.99. Unbelievable. And yet it's been the same. I used the same screw, by the way, through every single one. I thought, no, I'm just going to leave this, see if the screw can actually take, if it can take all this punishment. And that is unbelievable. I mean, I've bought some expensive screws, whereas on this test here that we're doing now, you just rip the heads clean off them. And of course this cheap screw, it's actually done it. So I mean, I am absolutely gobsmacked. Have we got any other heads off them? No, we threw them away. So this leaves things open to try out different screws as well. We can try different screws and see what we get off that. Because now that we've got a reading here, and I wrote it down, we don't know what this one is. So we'll just leave it. The old El Cheapo one did hit 70 kilograms, that was the very first red one. Then the other red one, which was a Fischer, it crapped out at 175, which was pretty respectable. I guess I should have guessed this, because normally they pulled out a lot quicker than this. They were normally down round about 80, 90, usually they pulled out at kilograms. This time they went to 175, so it goes to show, again, a different block. The Dewalt, I gave it 275, wrong. I think this is going to end up with basically the same looking score as what this is going to get at the end of the day here. I mean, I could like basically giving this 275. Could be wrong because it's now settling about at 285, I think that is. It's going to drop again soon. So, and of course we had the Plustec, which seemed to be a pretty good brand, a pretty good one. It crapped out at 150. So the Dewalt 275, Plustec 150, Rawplug, we just left it, we don't know. And I still think I'm unjustifiable with the 275. I think the Dewalt deserves a higher score, higher than that, and I think it would go higher. Unbelievable. Anyway, we'll call it for now, we'll leave it, and we'll come back to it tomorrow morning then. Well, here we are, the next game day. We're now 2725. So it has went down. So I guess next on the list has to be cranking the damn thing back up again, like, to see what actually happens, if it'll pull. Let's give it a shot. I know you haven't come in closer, I'll do that after. Just give it a quick crank. Ooh, something clicked. Oh. Well, they shot straight over, so obviously we must have been about that mark. Let's drop it again. Oh. Wow. There we go. 965. Right. A second. Just put the damn thing down to. Ooh. So as you can see, it's not actually dropping by very much. It really has slowed down. So I think we can really safely say that is stunning. That is like, if you could get it to it, it would probably take the 300 kilos. I mean, one little plug, one tiny little cheap screw, unbelievable. Well, that is stabilised at 2922. Okay then, obviously then we've got it stabilised about there. So, we've got it moving again. Surprising it doesn't take much to move it, you've got to touch it. Yeah. Right, next thing, what would happen if we used a turbo gold screw, which, why is it an out of one line, got one out of one? Right. This turbo gold screw here, which has got cutting, that is my turbo gold too. Where are they? There they are. This turbo gold too, it's got rifle in the shaft and it has a cutting piece at the front. If we put a fresh one in and actually put it in, where would it pull out at? We'll go for the red one because that's the ones that were originally used back in the day, but they were cheaper. So when do they actually pull out? We know we can go up to near enough 300 kilos. In fact, those will say we can go up to 300 kilos on one of these plugs with a decent screw, well, a cheap screw anyway. So let's try an expensive screw that's got all the fancy gadgets on it, self countersinking heads, rifling, all the rest of it, cutting bits. When does it pull out? I'll get this set up now. Okay, we've got it set up now. That is a turbo gold screw with the Rawplug in there. Now we're going to go for it. Bearing in mind, this did actually take 300 kilograms before. So let's see when it pulls out. 50. Even I'm curious on this one. We'll let it settle for there. So far pretty good. See, I always wondered what happened when you use these special screws with all the cutting bits on it and everything, in these plugs. Will they pull out a lot easier? This is what I was told, you're not supposed to use them. And if you're not supposed to use them, fine. But I've always wondered, well, how dangerous are they if somebody did use them? And this is what we're going to find out today. Let's slow it a bit, crank it up a bit more. Come on. Take it to 70, yeah, take it to there. See how we get on there. Well, I'm pretty well impressed with that so far. It's where it actually settles it though. If we can get a reading off it, that could be the next big problem. Still falling pretty quick. Let's see if it's pulled out a bit. No, I don't look like it has actually moved. But it is still falling pretty quick though. I think we have pulled. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's still falling pretty quick. Yeah. It's hard to really see if there's any movement. Yeah, I think it actually went. I think it went a bit earlier. Crank it a bit more. Take it back up to 70. Nah, it's gone. Yeah, that has gone. Yeah, it's pulled it completely out. So you see, there you are. I'm cranking away at that, and it's just completely and utterly gone. Well, anyway, you see it first here. This is why then we don't use that type of plug. Sorry, that type of screw and that type of plug, because they obviously do give way a lot quicker. The reason is it's because they actually eat away at the plastic. They're designed to do that in wood, so obviously they'll do it in plastic as well. They'll cut away at it. And that apparently is for them all. Without actually going out and doing a test with all that type of screw, with all the cutting pieces on it and everything, it would just take too long. So I asked the pros, the professionals if you like, and they said, you're not supposed to use them, it's not advisable, they will pull out quicker. And it is right, they do pull out a lot quicker. Okay, it maybe took 70 kilograms before it actually went. I mean, I did get a bit rat bash and just took it straight up there straight away to over 100. But it did seem to stabilise somewhere around about there, and then it pulled. Anyway, you've seen it first here. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you like it, subscribe to the channel if you want, please. Give us a like or a dislike, and if you've got any other comments you'd like to put in the box down below, and writing bit, about any other tests you would like to see, and if I can do them, I'll do them for you. Because we've got this now, we can test things out to see what actually happens now. So I'm open to people's suggestions if you like. Okay, bye now and thanks for watching.